So, hi everyone, welcome back. Let's get into our lab 6. This is basic socket program. So let's dive in. Okay, this is our lab 6. This is basic socket programming. Basically, we will do like uh, two stuff. One, client and server. We try to connect the server with client and opposite vice versa lah. So first of all, we should find our IP address basically. So we should click IP config and then we get our IP addresses. This is like just one lah. So this is mine, ENSP03. This is my IP address 10.0.2.15. After we get IP addresses, we go to the server. This is the code they gave. I already code it because I learned from my lecturer notes. Lecturer note got its own coding lah, so I already code it. So we just give it lah for now. Okay, and then first of all, we go to the directory of PyCharm, PyProjects, NetLab, and then we into the directory, and then when we click ls, it will show all the files we are configured in it. So we previously configured server file and client file, basically. And then when we are click python server.hello.file, we already configure, right? It will server waiting for the connection because when we are connect with the server, mean the baru like then only it will show, it will appear lah what we are connected. So as let's do this is a client side, this is my side lah. When we are collect another terminal, we type the python client hello.py and then we come out like this. This is my IP addresses, this is my connected version, this one, and then send greeting to server. This is the opposite server, this is our server. And then when you receive, it will say like hi client, welcome to the server. And then by this coding part lah, basically the last part will do the coding part. And then command prompt, and then this is our doctor's one PID. Okay, at this point doctor's PID is os.pid. The command one lah is 3525. Our is 1000. It's not mistaken. Yeah, when we are already connect to it, the server, right, the client, right, this is the server part connected by 10 hi server, see hi server, and then send welcome message to the client. This is our client side, I mean this is our server side. From client we connect, right, see client, it will appear this also at server side also. So python, basically this is our code section lah. Every single thing we should do in our terminal first before we implement it in the real code part, because it's a bit easier for us lah. And then okay, yeah, see example, yeah. Okay, wait, I already deleted actually. Okay, this is our part import. This is our server side. We got two sides, right, server and client. So import socket and then server addresses, the port addresses. This is our port, randomly we will put it lah. And then we print the PID, the process ID of it. Our PID is currently 6639. Actually I did a lot of times practices lah, that's why PID is keep changing. The first time is 6639, the second time I did is 1000. It's keep changing because we should terminate the PID. If not means we'll activate it, can't, it's like refuse to connect like this. Actually the already defined, yeah, it's refused to connect. So when we did all the things, when we connect, you can see this side server host. This is our server host. It already set as a variable lah. It already connect with the server and client. And then there's a client part, as I mentioned, client part. And then see refuse to connect because it already existed, that's the thing. So yeah, socket, this is our IP addresses and client side. It's literally a coding part lah. We do this part first before we do the real coding to check whether is this correct or not. So greeting part, hi server, where you are seeing the upper coding part. Okay, later we got coding part also. This is our type part lah. When we already the client, we connect the client side with the server, it will shows like hi server to it lah. This is our coding part. Then this is our main part lah. This is our coding part. We after we implemented all these stuffs in the terminal, we copy paste just directly to the main part. So import socket, import OS to get the PID, and then the host ID is this one, and this literally doctor's one lah. This is mine. Though my ID is 10.0.2.15 and server ID is this one. PID to get the, we import OS because we wanna get the PID, process ID, and then we configure infinite and bin with the server and server port and server host. and then print server is waiting for the request. When we initially we do it this one, right? Which one? See, server waiting for the connection. That's the part of the coding lah. What is it? This is the part of the coding. So it's a true or false, try and error statement. If the server is not connected, means like exceptions lah, messages received to the server message. The message means message lah. Client side socket receive 1028. The ID is all, and then this is our client side. Client side is same ID socket. We connect the greeting hi server to from client to the server, and then greeting we encoded with the UTF-8 format, and then after we received it say received what messages. So literally that's the thing lah. We connect client and server, and then we test once again. We go into the directory, and then server is still waiting. When we're waiting, we still type the net start. How is network like progressing? Like a lot of networks are using this netstart.ant command, and then also use netstart negative LPE command. Like it will not show. Okay. And then this is our purposes. Literally it's a stated one lah. Negative A means list out of the current connection. So let's see. Negative L means it stand for listen to view the listen for the ports any services, and then we got commands lah. And then when we terminate the process, as I mentioned, if you already use the thing, if you use the process ID, you should terminate the process ID. If not, means next time you can't use it, because it show error stated that the ID is currently using, so we can't using the state lah. So yes, we should terminate the ID. So first of all, we should know our ID lah, process ID. We type Python. This is the doctor's one. This is mine. So client.kite. Our ID client is connected literally, and then this is our server side. Our ID server ID is 1000, and then we should terminate the ID. Okay, first of all, I did this one. Grab the ID first to show all the things in that ID, and then I'm trying to kill as a procedure mentioned, but I cannot actually, because it mentioned that operation not permitted, because I'm not the user for this one. So they got two methods, a sudo kill 100 ID, or wanna force the thing to stop, you just use -9. So if you use the negative sudo kill -9 means they already stop lah, so terminated. And then the last part is preparing for DNS projects. So we downloading Wireshark basically. Go to the website directly, and then show like this. We show the steps lah. The 3 steps you should follow. Follow the steps, update the thing, and then install the thing. Here we will show the configuration that mentioned that it will show our configurations and wireframe to the members of Wireshark system to capture the packages. You should allow this according to the website. You should allow this, and then you should use this one since we allowed the non-super user capture. You have to add a user to Wireshark group. So use the user command we add the user. Who am I? Means like we add a new user to the Wireshark group lah. So after you do it, we should restart the thing. After restart, we can see the Wireshark thing. Yeah. And then we can see the stuff. When we enter the thing, we plus this one. Okay, I can show this from here. Okay, I can show this directly from the Wireshark. Okay, I already did it actually. When we start this one, right, we'll choose the one and then click this one. This one means start the tracing process. Okay, say the example lah. Okay, start to tracing. I'm clicking the random one. Start to tracing. How the network is description, the protocols they're using, the destination where it's from, the time it's taken to reach the destination, what's the source IP and the destination IP, and then already the limit of the time is achieved. You just stop the button. This is a stop button, red one. We just stopped, and then we document it. We save into the file. This is a file system. When I click it, it shows like this lah. First of all, I already save it as first packet.png, the first one as mentioned in the website. So this is our first packet. When you want to see the first packet means already exists. Okay, yeah. And then done lah. We already save it, and then we can use in our future research part. So I think that's all for now. See you guys in lab 7, and thank you so much.